there everyone, Flameplace here, and welcome back to another build video. I have been really enjoying these lately. We did the Owl House last week, and this week we're building Infinity Train. So this one was a bit of a process. I really enjoyed the show, Infinity Train, and I really wanted to build something from it, and obviously the obvious answer from that, it would be the train itself. However, I vastly underestimated just how large the train was, and by the time I actually finished the track and the environment around it, it was way too late to go back and make it any bigger. So what we're left with is something that emulates scale that is way smaller than it would actually be. So the problem with this is most of the detail is on very microscopic levels. Like there's slabs and grindstones, which is most of the detail. Whereas if I made this like at least 3 times bigger, it probably would have been easier to detail because I had a lot more space to work with. You can probably tell from these walkways that it is not to scale at all. Like in the show, these look enormous. When you're looking up at the train, it looks like it is towering above you, like at least I would say 100 blocks if I were doing this properly. But I think what we came out with was still pretty good. There's a lot of detail on the train, and I took some creative liberties, especially with the engine car, but on a much smaller level. So if you guys want to see me do another version of the train, which has the much larger scale, I would be happy to do that because I really enjoyed getting to work on the small one. And as you can see, the environment kind of fades away as I was running out of time and just wanted to make the train look like it's infinite, even though it kind of just fades into the fog once you get pretty far away. But you know what? It's infinite. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Psh, it's infinite. Anyway, guys, if you have not heard of Infinity Train, I've been talking about it a little bit. It is a fantastic Cartoon Network show, which is now an HBO Max original, and it is so good. And if you have not seen it, go watch it right now. Just stop this video. Well, no, wait to the end of the video, then go watch it, because it is in danger right now of possibly not getting a 4th season. And you're probably like, whoa, 3 seasons, that's plenty. The seasons are 10 episodes, and each episode is 10 minutes. So by season, I mean like cluster of episodes that really shouldn't be called a season. But I love the entire show. Like, it's different characters, but it's so well done, and the world building is fantastic that I really want to learn more, and I can't wait to see the next season if there's a new season. So guys, please go check it out now. Just please do, because I want more, and I'm selfish, and you should want more too, because it's fantastic. But anyway, that is the majority of this build. It's not huge. It's not a big one, but it certainly took a lot of time to get right, especially with the detail on the smaller scale. And if you noticed, I accidentally didn't record building the first part of this train, but trust me, it wasn't very interesting. I just kept changing it way too many times. So this part I kind of built off screen, not in the speed build, but then you caught back up when I was working on the actual detailing and the front of the train. So, I think those are the most important parts anyway. I didn't copy it exactly like I said before. I kind of took some creative liberties, especially since this train is so massive. I had to scale it down immensely. I've seen some other Minecraft recreations, which I will link in the description down below if you want to check them out, that actually faithfully recreate this to the scale, and they are enormous. So if I had time, I totally would have done them. That's like a much larger project, though, where I would have to, actually spend days and days working on it and actually getting the design right, because it would be just like scaling this up, but then I also have to do detail. So yeah, but I will link those down below if you want to check out one that more faithfully recreates it instead of taking this interpretation. I think this is still a pretty big train when you think about it. Like, in Minecraft scale, this is still pretty large. Like, it's not big enough to have like I'm falling into a hole. It's not big enough to have like an entire world like some of the trains in the actual, or the cars in the actual show do. But it's still fairly large. So yeah, don't go down in the size of this thing. For the most part, well, I mean, they are all empty. It is complete. I cannot even see in here, so you guys definitely can't see. They are all completely empty, even though I want to add some stuff to the inside, maybe do like 1 or 2 cars. I don't think there would be enough space inside to do anything really. Because I wanted to do the corgi thing, but there's no space. These things are big, but they're not massive. If you guys have any suggestions for other stuff, be sure to leave it in the comments down below. I've seen some suggestions for some more Owl House stuff, like the Owl House that I actually built last week. But I'm going to try and diversify a little bit. Like I did the avatar, but then I didn't do another avatar right after I did the first one, the first Southern Water Tribe. So I'm gonna wait a little bit before I do like the school or anything. But yeah, definitely be sure to leave your cartoon suggestions in the comments down below. I have a couple ideas of what I may do in the future, but for the most part, you guys can totally suggest stuff because I always look at the comments and I respond to most of them. So if you have a question or anything, or you are a builder and you want to help out and make these projects more possible, that would be fantastic. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.